25th of September, Friday, September 25th, 2015, to show what's happened with this step van overnight. Now, what's interesting to note is that Mike Stracks, who owns this van, who is the bartender at the Main Gate Bar and Grill, which is owned by Cruella, Wanda Kretzman, Gary McDuffie, her business partner, and her two sons, was out here last night in this van, made the comment that it's a camper so he can sleep here. And I don't think he did that. My camera was surveilling him. I don't think he did spend the night here, but he was here for kind of an extended period of time with his radio or TV on loud enough so that my camera could pick it up inside my house. So this is these are the signatures that were either erased or added overnight, and I just want to keep the public informed as to what's happening out here. I have video footage of what appears to be Brittany Ann Harnack coming back, not last night but the night before, and scratching off that comment. She was dressed in the same outfit with her black stocking hat on, and I do have video filmage of that. I'll be uploading that at some point. That comment's been scratched off. Now, I have pictures of all of these scratched off comments, and I also have video footage of a lot of these comments being written on this van. So there's proof as to who wrote this stuff. Just so the public is aware, my cameras are capturing most, if not all, of that. So just, you know, might want to think about that you don't think you're going to get, that there's no proof as to what you're writing on here. Might want to think again about that. I'll be doing daily updates just so the public can see. It was a quiet night out here comparatively to the night before last. Quite a bit quieter. You can see that says "I love you" on his window there. Now, for those of you that haven't been following this real closely, or may not know, that new signature right there, Colin M, is taking the place of what used to read White Power, which was erased sometime yesterday. By who, I don't know, but it's probably on my camera as well as to who erased it. Maybe Mike Stracks did that, I don't know. We all support our troops. Why don't you, Robin? Well, I do, actually. So much so that I want them to not be in harm's way. I don't want them to be slaughtered, and I don't want them going and slaughtering some other mother's children. So I don't only care about our troops. I care about innocent civilians in other nations, and I care about our soldiers being accused later of and getting convicted of war crimes. It may come to that. Because what a lot of our military are being instructed to do is flat out illegal. Violates international law, it violates Geneva Convention, it violates the law of war, it violates a lot of things. And if anybody thinks that somebody who is a peace activist isn't patriotic or doesn't support the troops, better think again, because they'd be wrong. Some of my closest friends, peacemaker friends, peace activist friends, are veterans for peace, former FBI, former CIA, people that know the reality of what's going on in our country and in the world and how we've been lied to into illegal invasions and wars. And they're with me out there on the protest line in front of Camp Ripley. They're with me. This lady has interfered with town people's rights. It's about time something that we give the people give her our opinion, not to mention the $50K plus she got from suing the town, the money that came from taxpayers. A lot of thanks a lot, lady, Adam. Now, what's important to note is I didn't get $50,000. My settlement was for $39,500, and I didn't get any of that money. Both my attorneys got that money for their services for helping defend me. The only thing I got from that settlement was enough money to pay for the sign bench rental for 1 year. So I had to buy my free speech down at City Hall. I got nothing. In fact, I'm indebted thousands of dollars from that lawsuit yet, from having to fight for my right to free speech. So that's a false statement right there. I got nothing. In fact, I got indebtedness. That's it. So this Adam, I hope he's watching, because he's writing stuff that isn't true. A lot of good men died fighting in war. Something Dan or whatever. If I want to put a damn sign in my yard supporting our troops, I should have that right too. But I can't because of her. Well, that's just not true. If he can't put a big enough sign in his yard, it's because of your city council. They make the laws, they skirt the laws, they rewrite the laws. They're the ones that make the laws in this town, not me. I run for office to try to change that so that people can have full right to free speech on their property. I believe fully in that. Person should be able to put whatever they want on their own curtilage. But your council cares not about free speech, cares not about following the Constitution. In fact, the sign ordinance was unconstitutional. That's why the city attorney put it in sort of a state of limbo. They didn't enforce the sign ordinance for a full year until they had a chance to rewrite it so that it could be constitutional. That's what happened. And the Support the Troops sign was erected illegally, paid for in part by the city, maintained by the city for more than 10 years. They violated the Historic Preservation Commission's rules. They violated the sign ordinance. And it was illegal for more than 10 years. That matters. And yet I couldn't have my signs in my yard. That matters too. Thanks for watching. I'll post again tomorrow.